Welcome to World Prism. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, or MGM, was once the undisputed king of the Las Vegas Strip. Its roaring lion logo symbolized power, glamour, and immense financial success. For decades, properties like the MGM Grand and Bellagio defined Las Vegas entertainment. But cracks began to show, subtle at first, then widening as debt from ambitious expansions collided with global disruptions. High-rolling gamblers dwindled, and domestic tourists tightened their belts. MGM's vast, expensive properties became harder to fill, and cost-cutting measures tarnished its premium image. Service slipped, opulence faded, and competitors surged ahead with innovation. The lion's roar grew faint, and by the early 2020s, MGM's stock plummeted amid bankruptcy rumors. The empire teetered, its legendary properties now seen as liabilities. This vulnerability set the stage for a dramatic new chapter, and a legendary rival waiting in the wings. The Strip was about to witness a bold move that would change everything. Enter Steve Wynn, the visionary who reinvented Las Vegas with the Mirage, Bellagio, and later, Wynn and Encore. Wynn's name became synonymous with luxury, spectacle, and the art of turning dreams into reality on the Strip. He didn't just build hotels, he created experiences that redefined what Las Vegas could be. Wynn's philosophy was simple yet revolutionary: create destinations so spectacular, so immersive, that they become the main attraction, drawing visitors from around the world. He believed in the power of architecture, entertainment, and service to transform not just buildings, but entire cities. Watching MGM's decline, Wynn saw not failure, but legendary assets in need of vision. Where others saw fading glory, he saw untapped potential and the chance to make history once again. He believed the Bellagio and MGM Grand could be restored to world-class status with the right investment, creativity, and leadership. These weren't just properties, they were icons waiting for a renaissance. Wynn assembled a powerhouse consortium of investors and stunned the industry with a bold $10.5 billion bid for MGM Resorts International, signaling his intent to reshape the city's future. His plan was ambitious: inject fresh capital, overhaul management from the ground up, and infuse the entire MGM portfolio with his signature brand of luxury and innovation. The goal was nothing less than to transform tarnished icons into a dazzling new network of ultra-luxury resorts, setting a new standard for hospitality on the Strip. The announcement sent shockwaves through Las Vegas. Wynn was betting his reputation, his fortune, and his legacy on a spectacular comeback that would capture the world's attention. Many called it genius: buy low, reshape the Strip, and revive an empire. Others wondered if even Wynn could pull off such a massive turnaround. But Wynn was all in. Convinced he could turn the lumbering lion into a sleek, profitable predator once more, and restore MGM's roar to the heart of Las Vegas. Wynn's gamble was built on a simple logic: Las Vegas's allure endures, no matter the economic climate. The city's magnetic pull for dreamers, risk-takers, and luxury seekers has always been its greatest asset, and at the heart of the Strip, MGM's prime real estate was undervalued, overlooked by many who saw only its faded glory. Wynn saw MGM's diluted luxury as its fatal flaw. By trying to appeal to everyone, it ended up appealing to no one. The brand had lost its identity, blending into the background of a city built on spectacle. Wynn envisioned a top-to-bottom transformation, targeting the highest end of the market. He wanted to create an experience so exclusive, it would redefine what luxury meant in Las Vegas. Bellagio would become an exclusive haven, a sanctuary for the world's elite, where every detail whispered opulence. MGM Grand, meanwhile, would be reborn as a rival to the world's most opulent resorts, a destination that set new standards for grandeur and service. Wynn timed his move at MGM's lowest point, when the market was reeling and confidence was scarce. He hoped to negotiate favorable terms and ride the wave of a market recovery, turning adversity into opportunity. The $10.5 billion was more than just a number. It was a bet on his own vision, his instincts, and the cyclical nature of tourism in Las Vegas, where fortunes can change overnight. Wynn was buying when others were fearful, a classic contrarian play that has defined some of the greatest fortunes in history. This was also a legacy project. Reviving MGM would cement his status as the king of Las Vegas, a visionary who reshaped the city's skyline. It was driven by ego and ambition as much as financial calculus. For Wynn, this was personal, a chance to leave an indelible mark on the city he helped define. He wasn't just buying buildings, he was buying history, and the rare opportunity to reshape it for a new era of Las Vegas. The price of admission was steep, but Wynn believed the payoff would be legendary, echoing through the city's history for decades to come. The ultimate gamble was underway, and the world was watching to see if Wynn's bold vision would pay off. Wynn's takeover sparked a wave of optimism and excitement across the Strip, with many believing a new golden era was about to begin. But the reality of the situation hit hard and fast, shattering those early hopes. Global supply chain disruptions, triggered by unforeseen world events, made luxury renovations not only slow, but also far more expensive than anyone had planned. Budgets ballooned out of control, timelines stretched endlessly, and the Strip's much-anticipated transformation ground to a halt. More critically, Wynn's vision of high-end luxury clashed with the evolving tastes of a new generation of travelers. Younger visitors craved authenticity, adventure, and unique experiences, something that opulence alone couldn't deliver. The classic top-down approach to hospitality felt increasingly out of touch. Boutique hotels and curated adventures were now what travelers sought. As construction dragged on for months, revenue plummeted and investor patience wore dangerously thin. MGM's properties became half-finished, noisy, and uninviting, far from the revitalized entertainment hubs Wynn had promised. Regulatory scrutiny only intensified, bogging down every step of the process in endless red tape and paperwork. What began as a swift, bold transformation soon devolved into a slow grind of delays, frustration, and mounting uncertainty. The magic that once defined the Strip faded behind construction walls, while the financial pressure on Wynn and his team mounted with each passing day. Wynn's grand gamble was being slowly dismantled by a world he hadn't fully anticipated, a world that was changing faster than anyone expected. Sometimes, despite all the odds, the house doesn't win after all, and the Strip is left to pick up the pieces. Wynn's faltering investment sent shockwaves through Las Vegas. Construction jobs vanished as projects stalled, and small businesses dependent on the casinos faced layoffs and uncertainty. Rival resorts briefly benefited, but the Strip's overall health suffered. A half-finished, struggling core made Las Vegas less attractive to conventions and international tourists. The city's reputation for reinvention was replaced by a sense of stagnation. Tax revenues fell short, straining public services and city budgets. The grand vision of prosperity gave way to economic anxiety and fading morale. The interconnected fortunes of the Strip became painfully clear. One giant stumble hurt them all. The sight of iconic properties languishing was a blow to the city's psyche and future. The true cost of Wynn's failed gamble was felt by thousands of workers and families. Initial optimism gave way to layoffs, reduced hours, and job insecurity as revenues fell. Morale plummeted. Longtime employees felt betrayed as cost-cutting gutted service and opportunity. The creative community, performers, artists, technicians, was hit hard as shows closed and stages went dark. The dream of a revitalized Las Vegas was replaced by financial instability and lost futures. The numbers on a balance sheet became real lives. Concierges, chefs, performers, paying the price for boardroom miscalculations. The human toll was the most poignant legacy of the failed bet. Behind every headline, there were families and futures at stake. Wynn's spectacular collapse offers powerful lessons for Las Vegas and beyond. Hubris blinded even the most brilliant visionary. The world had changed, and so had the definition of luxury. The rigid, top-down plan couldn't adapt to global shocks or shifting consumer tastes. Future megaprojects must be flexible, modular, and responsive to survive. The episode also exposed the risks of market concentration. One giant's failure threatened the whole ecosystem. A diverse, competitive Strip is more resilient than one dominated by a single vision. MGM's decline and Wynn's failure are cautionary tales. No empire is too big to falter, no visionary infallible. Success demands humility, adaptability, and a willingness to listen to the market. In Las Vegas, the biggest risks don't always yield the biggest rewards, and reality always trumps dreams.